This is a review of singer John B's Unsung from 15 years ago. Y'all may remember a singer from years ago named John B. He's actually from the early 90s. He's from the Jody Watley era. He's definitely from the Jody Watley era. But he did have some classics. Unfortunately, most of those classic songs he did not write. So that's why he likes to go out on any show he can with Maya. And so because John B likes to keep being in shows with Maya, we got to keep on putting John B on full blast. So let's go ahead and put John B on blast. So go to 2002. Okay. Destiny's Child was, still popping. John B's career had basically disappeared. I mean, you can always flip the tapes, and you can play the 1994s and the 1998 tapes forever if you want to. But that's not going to keep John B relevant 20 years, 25 years later. That's not the current John B. That's John B from, when he was 20 years old, 19 years old. So John B signed a one-album deal with Mathew Knowles in 2002. But John B did what a lot of singers were doing during the transition of 02, 03, 04, 05. Basically, you give John B the advance check, which Mathew Knowles gave him in advance. So he takes the advance check under the understanding, that he'll go off into the studio, and he'll come back, with a commercially ready album. And then Music World will distribute it, and they'll break bread, and, and then they'll take another look at maybe doing a second deal, right? Well, John B did what a lot of artists did back then. They take that advance, and then they don't go back to the studio and make hits. They keep the hits for themselves. What would be the motivation for him to? That's what he's supposed to do. That's what he was paid to do. That's why he was paid the advance from Mathew Knowles. To go and make the hits, deliver the hits, and then Music World would deliver the distribution. He didn't do that. He held back. And he delivered songs that were not commercially ready. And so Mathew Knowles and Music World Entertainment, they were like, how are we going to release these songs, John? They're not going to get any movement. I mean, we making, printing, pressing up inventory that's not even going to leave the warehouse. Where are the hits? Where are the hits, John? Where are the hits? Well, he's not delivering the hits. He's going to keep those for himself, or he's going to try to keep those for himself. And like I said, he's not the only artist to do that. That's why you see a lot of singers today, they're independent, because the major label cut them an advance check. They ain't going to do nothing but take the money. They're not going to give any kind of hit song in exchange for advance money. That's why you see the record labels are not giving. They know they're going to give the advance. They know the singer's not going to bring any hits. The singer will keep the hits for themselves and not disclose them. And that's what John B did with Music World Entertainment. And that's why him and Mathew Knowles never put out an album. So if you want to know why John B never put out an album with Music World, it's because the songs that he delivered were not even radio ready, and they were not commercially sound. So they wouldn't have made any money. So basically, John B got over taking an advance check from Music World, from Mathew Knowles. and they parted ways. That part about John B. Unsung was not reported. I had to give it to you so you would have it. So now you know.